They start on the ground with Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a run with Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Westbrook. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Throwing on 1st down. Marshall. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 15-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carried by number 20.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. And again this time to the tailback. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Westbrook. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. To throw on 3rd down, Westbrook. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Rams 14, Washington nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Westbrook got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Washington.
This is Geis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Geis. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Darius Geis, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, Westbrook. Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Watch the end. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Washington, nothing.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Marshall. He's going to air. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Rams 21, Washington nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Westbrook. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Jim. 70 Lion. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, Westbrook. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Out of the gun, Geis. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, check 24, check 24. Say. Hey, watch it. Panther Street. Check smash. Set go.
They'll try the left side. It's Bennett, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hands it off out of the gun.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 51.
Back to throw. Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. And watch the lane. Mike 51. 19 Lion. Hey, come on.
Throwing again. Marshall. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 30. Viking 18. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Marshall. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Washington.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come 19, come 19. 58.
From the gun, Westbrook. It's caught, left side, Bolden. That catch good for only a couple.
To number 80. Out of bounds just past midfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On second down now, it's Gibson, and he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Ashton Davis on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Westbrook. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Washington.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Operating from the gun, Westbrook going long here for Wallace. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Marshall. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Westbrook. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before break. Westbrook. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Marshall. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 25.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
He can run for it, and he will.
That's good for an LA Rams. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Go. Light 51. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let's street. Street. It's going to be a long day offense.
On first and 10, Marshall. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 4 down. Hey, check 24.
Now a handoff looking right. Finding room to the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
Washington 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Westbrook. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Westbrook looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Westbrook. And he'll complete this to Gibson. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the Rams' 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Westbrook slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 48 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
37-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
As they run left side. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
.13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Looking to throw. Marshall throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
10-14.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Westbrook. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Westbrook flushed out right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Westbrook. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
53. Hurt. Check 53. Hey, defense.
Back to throw. Westbrook. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Here we go, Shaq. Hands are 60. Hands are 60. Check. Wide. Get wide.
Now a handoff as they run left side. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Second and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Bring her, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. 60 Eagle. 19 Lion. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Set. 60 Bison. Give me that ball, defense. 7 Pirates. Give me that ball, defense. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. You gonna see me in your night.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Let's do it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Westbrook. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Washington on 3rd down.
A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Westbrook slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. From the gun, Westbrook. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Slam, slam, slam. Cowboy 80. Come. Go, Rig. Go. Shit, hurt. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
At the 6-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bennett, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Bennett, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At the 37-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now here's a carry heading left. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. It's Buffalo 18. No.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
16-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.